Hello, friends. Am I live? Can you hear me clearly? Or is it loud? We will never know. Guys, I am heading to Troutman and I am delivering, making a delivery through Instacart. Hi, guys. Just here's this up like this, right? Hello, my name is Joel, and you have tuned in to Roadbook Club. The Roadbook Club is a place where drivers and people of the like get to talk about books and share what they're learning. That's why I created this thing. I started reading while I was out there with passengers doing rideshare and had really fantastic conversations with people. So I decided to branch out into doing these videos and talking with you guys right here on YouTube. Yeah, there's an Instagram and all these other things, but the Roadbook Club is kind of like an extension of what I was already doing. I was already reading, I was already digging, trying to better myself and I have been doing that for a while. And yeah, it takes some time. It's kind of like the bamboo tree, right? The bamboo plant. When you plant a seed, there's a story that if you plant a bamboo seed in the ground, you water it for the first 5 years, and it seems like nothing happens. And then uh, on the fifth or sixth year, it just shoots up into the air. Some 9 feet or something like that. And it's because the roots are going down deep. So I am the idea behind this channel is so that you get some roots down deep and continue to build in yourself, not just for yourself, but for the people around you, for your teams, for your loved ones. And just kind of like, become a better person. I think that along the way, we think that we know enough and we don't have to develop anymore because we've learned all we needed to learn from our parents, or we've learned all we needed to learn from the friends in our friend group. But I think that there's so much more to observe and taking quite literally from a page in the book of the books that we are reading. It'll allow you to continue to excel. That's the hope, guys. So that's the idea. So right now, while I'm driving, I'm making this trip, and it's gonna be a 20-minute drive. So I wanted to hop on here and say hi because I haven't in a minute. And when I first started this channel, the idea was to do my first 30 posts on YouTube, and I did that. I kept it going. It was super exciting, and what I was able to learn from it was that, one, my microphone. I needed a microphone because I feel like the sound was always muffled, or not muffled, but I could always hear the vehicle sound in the background. So I went on TikTok and I finally got me one of these microphones right here, which has a little furry thing on top of it. Hello, does that sound better? Um, and then there's hiccups along the way. So one of the things that I did not anticipate was that, hey, I was in the middle of reading a book, which was called Key Person of Influence, and I think this is maybe like the fourth episode since I lost the book, and I lost it. That was the pinnacle right there. I lost the book. So there has to be a fail safe to that. in the future, because if I lose one book, I don't want to lose my place and then have to take a pause on the videos. But then again, here's the thing about this format. Um, it definitely is slow burn. You're sitting down here with me, and we're driving. We're doing the thing. I'm discussing different things that I'm learning outside of these books. Um, just like in the book Super Communicators by Charles Duhigg, talks about how when you're having a conversation, try not to just look at the person from one dimension. That there, if you're talking to a mechanic, you can't just think as a mechanic would think, right? They are also, let's say, they are family members, or they are, clergy in the church, or they're politicians, or they like to vote as well, and they have beliefs. So you address all these different nuances in conversation. So that being said, this channel as well, there's different nuances to it. I like things of the mind. I like things of development. I like things of strategy. I've always liked technology. That's my own background. I'm a musician by trade, but my dad, he liked to tinker with things and have um, different devices and different cameras. And as when I was a child, me and my brother would do like home videos, and I attribute that to my father. He would always be like, "Hey, let's go, let's do this, let's make us believe that there's a movie here, and your brother's lost, and we have to find him, and whatever, um, things like that." So we are we have so many different layers within ourselves, and I hope that my community, this community of the Roadbook Club, is able to kind of like have a broad horizon, and yes, call things what they are, but also understand that we are so much more than just a single thing. Um, yeah, yeah, and I believe that. I believe that you are more than just what you do. What you consume does influence um, how you react and what you believe, what you listen to, music that we listen to. I believe that it influences the things that we see through our eyes. It influences the people that we speak with, the people that we associate with. It influences. I do believe these things. So we're really fascinating people. We are very fascinating. This is why I enjoy the Road Book Club, because while I'm out on the road, I don't want to limit myself to just driving, um, because I drive a lot, and that's a lot of the time that I have. That is the most limited resource that we have. We can't get the time back. So what are we doing with it? Um, there was another book that I read. I didn't jump into it, but I spoke about it in my previous videos. It's called "Ego is the Enemy." And in "Ego is the Enemy," there is a section in that book where they talk about that there's a lifetime, and then in that there's dead time as well. In your dead time, time just passes. No offense, but you're binging, you're watching things, and you're kind of like just m- moving along, and nothing is really changing. Um, and time just it's dead time. You're alive, but you're dead, and you're just like laying dormant. It's your brain is entertained, but what do you have to show for it, right? I've been there. I've also been there. Um, and then there's a lifetime where you could be still, and then you could also be learning something. You could also be trying to better yourself. You could also be learning a different language. You can learn how to code. You could, be studying something, in your time that it's supposed to be still, right? And in that book, one of the examples that they gave was Malcolm X, and how he had a very tumultuous beginning, uh, lot of criminal activity, which was going to be it was going to be the death of him. And he became incarcerated. He was incarcerated, and but while he was there, he found something, and he found he became Muslim during that time, and he had these strong beliefs, but he also started reading. And when he started reading, his perspective began to change. So it's he could have used like in the example in the book, it says that he could have used that time to educate himself on how to become more of a criminal. He could have used that time to scheme the next big, trip, on how he was going to steal something else, but he didn't. He decided to pivot. So these are times now that we live in that you can choose when that time is for you. I remember reading the Nelson Mandela's book, which is I think it's the longest walk, and longest walk to freedom, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I don't get that right. But he was incarcerated for 28 years, and he fought in his way, even though his body was incarcerated, and that left such a big impact on my mind and on my outlook, because for us, we're always out and about, and we're living our lives. We're paying the bills, we're going to our 9 to 5s, we're business owners, and we're building. But in reality, around the world, there's a lot of hardship going on, and some would even say that through the hardship, we develop even more. So that being said, we just got to keep on going. I think that's the message of today. Just keep going. I believe in you. I love you. Let's keep on learning. Let's keep on thriving. If you follow me on Instagram, you realize that I posted a picture, and I'm wearing that same shirt because I posted that picture earlier today. I got this book yesterday. This book, it's really cool, by Manny Arango. He was speaking at the church where I attend, and it was a very powerful book. I love how he said he gave away one free chapter, and if you want to hear the rest of it, get the book. But the message was so powerful that I was like, I gotta see what else is in this book. And I'm gonna look forward to reading it. I look forward to reading it. All right. That being said, my friends, thank you for driving with me. I got 9 more minutes to go on my journey. Connect with me on Patreon, and there's a Facebook page now. I got that set up. So, and feel free to share this channel with anybody who likes books. All right, this is for my friends out there on the road. All right, play this in your ears. Play this in your ears. That was ASMR, make believe. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next episode. Keep learning, keep growing. Be safe out there on the road, okay? And let me know what you think. Let me know what you're learning from these books. All right, talk to you later. Bye.